So in this video, we kind of hit the ground running, and I forgot to shoot an intro, but here's what's going on. I had to go pick up some parts from my buddy Tommy up at his shop, and he was working on his 1960 Bel Air, which has a healthy little small block, a TKX, and a quick performance 9-inch rear end in it. He's actually had some parts on order for a long time, and those parts are through Global West for a rear coilover conversion kit. So long story short, we've just been waiting for a long time because they haven't had the pieces that they need for the quick performance set. But come to find out, the Mosier kit is pretty much the same. We just kind of have to cut off a bracket on the rear end of the quick performance rear end. So Tommy did that, and he started putting it together. So when I went up to go pick up the parts, we finished it up, and it's for a 59 through 64 X-frame GM car, just like my Bel Air here, and it's a really awesome kit. And well, check it out, see what you think about it. I'm tired of it being offensive out here. Like, my feelings are hurt. It's so hot.
Yeah.
What you got going on? Oh, how cool is that?
I have a bracket that bolts on here that reinforces the control arm mount.
Yeah.
And then it all builds off to
hold the coilover, and then you got a bar up there. That's pretty neat, dude. What's this? Oh, okay. See?
Yeah, it's the upper control arm is adjustable, so you don't have to use the shims to set pinion angle anymore.
Wow. You just gotta put this side on?
Yep. Yeah, because the kit's built for a Mosier 9-inch.
And this is a
quick performance. And quick performance has this bracket, I guess it's for the shock mount.
Okay.
But they didn't come with any hardware.
Oh.
And so if you just put a simple bolt through it, the shock rested against it.
Oh, okay.
So I just reused the factory hardware that had the shock mount is built into the lower control arm.
Okay.
So I wasn't even using that anyways.
So yeah, so it's just in the way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that was the big holdup, is they were honest and said that this kit was built to fit a Mosier 9-inch.
But it can fit yours too. I mean, well, just other than the extra.
They never tried it on the quick one, so they didn't know if it would
work or not.
Would work at all. And I told them I would assume responsibility if it doesn't
right.
fit.
Is this factory?
Yeah, this is the factory one, and then this is an adjustable track bar because the factory one isn't.
No.
So that I could center the rear end under the car when I lowered
it. It looks great. Looks really good. And then you said you fixed the drive shaft. This is kind of something I have to do on my car, because I've got a drive shaft issue as well. TKX, by the way. Tremec TKX 5-speed, 450, 500 horsepower, small block. Yeah, right? Am I wrong? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I had to put another shim in.
Okay.
This U-joint angle was too extreme. It was vibrating at about 70 miles an hour. So I got this, it was at like 3.6 degrees, and I got it down to 2.4 degrees. So
did you have to shorten the drive shaft for the TKX?
Yeah, the factory, the 4-speed that I had, like, came to here.
Okay, yeah, that's a big difference.
So, yeah, I had to take a bunch out of it.
And he built this himself too, which is a custom cross member. Yeah, and it looks awesome. Bolted in the factory place.
Yeah, it's offset like 2 inches further back.
You can kind of see that there. Dude, it looks great. Underneath of the car is super solid.
This side was patched.
Oh yeah, you can tell.
Poorly at some point.
Yeah.
Well, that's
before you owned it though, so that patch is probably what, 30 years old?
Yeah, it was done in the 70s.
Yeah. You got
the guy I bought the car from, bought it and owned it for like 10 years, and it just sat in his garage and never did anything with it.
That's true. He was looking for a 60 El Camino, which apparently are all rust if you buy one, if you find one.
You can find the remnants of one, but you can't find a complete one anymore.
Right. Man, this thing looks awesome underneath here. Super comp headers, which I'm gonna have an extra set if you need some, because when I bag my car, I'm gonna
You'll probably have to go to
change
like a
it up
block cover or something.
Yeah.
Or manifolds.
So I'll have to figure that out. Yeah, because I want to get the exhaust out there, and so it's not below the.
Yeah, you have to hug this and come out like right here to keep it above the frame.
Yeah. So I have a '63 Bel Air, if you guys don't know. So it's almost the same car underneath. And one of the big problems is when you run headers on these cars, you can see this is the bottom of the car. The exhaust hangs lower, so the bottom of the car. And I have plans to bag mine. So if I do that, I have to get rid of my headers, which are the same headers that Tommy has.
Because if you're not going to lay frame, what's the point in bagging it?
Right, exactly. You want it on the damn ground, son. So that's coming in the future, probably next year. But man, it came out good. Front still looks good.
These are like what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, he's
in the Dakota.
Right. We're gonna put. These are the coilovers that Tommy put on his car, which are going to be very similar to the coilovers we put in my Dakota and Gramps, and we actually have them now too, which is cool. It's got Global West lower control arms, upper control arms too. Yep, all
uppers,
tubular stuff.
Lowers.
And this is a hybrid. They call it a hybrid coilover because it actually sits in the pocket up here rather than just having the top and bottom on the coilover.
Yeah, it still uses the factory upper spring pocket.
Right. And it drives pretty darn good, especially with the 5-speed. This thing drives like a brand new car. It's awesome. It's Tommy's 60 Bel Air, which you don't see very often. You don't see 60s very often in the first place. More or less Bel Airs, and he's had it since he was 15 years old. I used to beg for rides in this thing before I was cool enough to hang out with him in high school, because he was a jerk.
You were in elementary or junior high.
I was in junior high, you were in high school. Yep. Cool. Yeah, that seems to be doing the trick. There you go. We don't need that where we're going. All right, so it's all cleaned up, ready to go. He's gonna get the bracket ready over here. But its powder coat's all kind of in the way. There you go. Outfits like Jim Jameson. There you go. Quite sitting flat, right?
Yeah.
It will when you force it in with a bolt.
Yeah, when I tighten it up, it'll sit flat.
I like it. That shoe's pretty good.
Ooh.
There you go. Like a glove. Tommy was just showing me this bar that comes with the Global West kit. bolts to the back of where these, basically the shock tower, or no, just the lower control arm mounts, upper control arm mounts. And he welded them into there. And makes it really, really rigid, which is good. Third time's the charm, man. Now you got it. Score. There's only one way that can go, right? Yep.
I like without the spacer more.
Still a gap, but
it's sitting much flatter.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lower control arm in so it doesn't give us problems later.
Rubber mallet.
Rubber mallet. Rubber mallet. Found it. My muffler broke mine, so I got bought another one. There you go. It's just not going all the way in.
Yeah, there's probably a little burr in there.
First you don't succeed, you force it. Right?
Yep.
Oh, that probably did it.
See if that was enough.
It's kind of cool. It's got that offset bushing in there. This is one of the easier projects I've done. Kind of had to sit here like this. Works out good. I need to do this more often.
Buy more stuff for my car.
Now, this is the story of working on cars. You swear you put something down somewhere, and you didn't.
I put it down. I'm no longer responsible for it.
It's not that, right?
No, that's the one that for the shop.
No, it's not that either. Well then, you know, you spend more time looking for stuff than you're actually getting it done. Here, Tommy, I got it. It was on the lifts. You got washers? Sweet. Got it pretty close. You need a taparoo. There he goes. A little low. No,
this side,
that's gonna be a fun.
Well, since the suspension's dropped down, the track bar shoved everything over. It's put preload in these bushings.
There you go.
So you kind of got to fight it to get it in. Either that or take the track bar off.
I wonder if you could tighten that bolt up and use a
Here,
sway
with the rubber mallet. It should pop in there. wherever we put it.
Here we go.
There it is.
Here we go.
Yeah, the track bar kind of messes everything up when the suspension's drooping.
Makes sense.
It's got everything shoved over this
that way.
So it puts everything in a bind.
It's good when it's on the road though.
Yep. Alright,
Sweet. Clamp.
Get stuff back up.
There you go. Making progress. Okay, we just got all this stuff torqued up. We did pull the spacer out of here. We like the fit of it better, and I agree it does look better. So now we're gonna get ready to do this side. We actually just torqued these two bolts here and this one. So now we just got to put our axle clamp on and all this bracketry to finish up the coilover mounting. So yeah, looking good. Looking good. All right, now we got everything torqued up. Tommy's gonna put, we put the other coilover in without the coil because Tommy wants to jack the suspension up and just make sure there's no clearance issues anywhere. Other than that, once that's done, put the springs on. Could wait on the back end of the cart and tighten it up pretty much, right? Yeah. Well, sweet.
I've got measurements as to where ride height's going to be, so I may just stop at ride height and we can torque the control arms.
Oh yeah, we could do that. That'd be good. And the springs, right? Or the shocks and everything? Yeah.
That'll probably set with it on the ground, so we're not trying to pick the car up off the back.
Oh, but you've got things you can put the car. Can you get under it?
Yeah, you can get under the back of the car.
Oh, okay, cool. Sweet. Almost done. Looks killer. Looks really, really killer. Alright, let's see. So what are you concerned about hitting? These hitting that?
Yeah, because they hit the one that I made.
So hopefully they don't hit this one.
I'm wondering if maybe this, the quick performance rear end, has these mounts raised up to alleviate the clearance problem.
Oh, okay.
I could probably just go measure my original rear end and find out.
Yeah, let's find out. Yeah.
If it hits, then we'll do that.
Yeah. Looking pretty good.
I think it's gonna hit.
You think so?
Look at my bump stops.
Oh yeah, you got a long ways away.
I'm gonna have to do something with that vent.
Is the vent getting squashed?
Yeah.
So you about
spring.
2 inches from the bump stop, but you're about to hit it up here. There you go, you're hitting it. I'm on it. I don't know how you alleviate that.
It's full bump, short of lowering my bump stops.
Oh yeah, I guess you could do that. Okay, we went into, we need to fix this mode. And this is the factory mount that goes on the upper control arm over there. It's the same one. And what we did, we took it out, and Tommy had an adjustable one that has 3 different holes in it. So we pulled that one out, we put this one in, and that allowed this is the factory spot up here. It allowed us to move it down about 2 inches or more.
Yeah, at least 2.
I think so. And then I think if I can get up in here, you can see that it's lower than the other one on the other side by a good amount. So hopefully that won't hit the shock arm, I guess you could call it. And so now we're going to do the other side, and then we'll test it again and see if it interferes.
Control arm mounts.
Upper control arm mounts in, and now we're testing for clearance, and we do have more clearance, but now we've got like the bracket going into the bolt for the for the coilover, and we have to worry about the spring because the spring's going to be here too. So it's kind of an interesting conundrum.
Yeah, which I've got to lower the car to get
those
spring
in.
buckets in.
Right. Just put lowering spindles on the rear, Tommy.
Yeah, 'cause I think when we
Okay, yeah.
the bolt should clear the springs.
But you had over an inch between the bump stop before. Now you're at half an inch right there.
Yeah.
So you gained clearance. All right, the coilovers are in place. Springs are on. Tight fit there. But once it compresses and everything, that shouldn't change. Tommy's gonna run it about 3 inches from here to here.
I like that.
What's that? Where you at?
2 3/4.
2 3/4. All right. Is this one 2 3/4 also, or not? We have.
Bottom of the line.
Oh yeah, that's right. 2 and
We gotta go up about
just a little bit more. Yep. But hey, looking good. Well, wheels are on. It's coming down. See how it looks. Oh, not bad. Hot rod look right now.
Well, it's still sitting on the lift.
Oh, is it? This is a big old truck lift, like for like 1-ton trucks, 3/4 ton trucks. So, cars that are really low to the ground.
No,
It's not on the lift.
yeah.
Is it on the front?
Yeah, so we may have the rack back up too much.
Yeah.
Let's see.
See if you can get it undone. You're gonna have to be cranking on.
Lift and back it up on the front side.
Yep. That's much better. It's still high, but it's much better. Much better. That's a whole lot better. Okay, and now it's moving more too.
Yeah, I think it needs to come down some.
I do too. We're having a couple beverages and kind of looking at the car, checking it out. Here's the engine if anybody want to see it. Nice little 383 aluminum heads. Runs really, really good. There might be part of this car one day that goes into the Nova, so that'll be fun. But I think we're shutting it down. And anyway, I think it came out really good. Tommy's gonna start adjusting some things back here to try to get the rear end lower down. What, another inch, right? You said?
Yeah,
1 more inch. And it'll look really nice once it's down like that. It maybe even more, who knows. But it's got a couple tricks up his sleeve still, but that's why they're coilovers. They're adjustable, and well, you get them to where you need them. So anyways, we're always working on something cool, and we'd love to have you come and hang out with us. So if you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. And this was a fun little vacation for me, since I wasn't able to get much done on my own projects this weekend. But I owe Tommy some hands, because he's always helping me out on stuff. So I should probably help him out on stuff too. But we grew up together. Me and Greg and Tommy all grew up together, so we go a long ways back. And this car has been very, very monumental in our lives, because Tommy had this cool car when he was in high school, and he's had it since he was 15 years old. His stepdad's always been into cars, and if there's anybody that I contribute being into cars like I am, it's Tommy and his stepdad Chris. And it's a big deal. So it was fun to come work on the Bel Air, and it's been a long time since we've wrenched on it. So it's such a cool car. It needs some cosmetic stuff, but at the same point in time, it's kind of like, it is what it is. It's been running for 30 something years, right? Yeah, his car got a trophy at the last car show we went to, which was super cool and unexpected, but cool. Yeah, oh yeah, let's go check it out. It's up here. I forgot all about that, dude. But yeah, he got a top 10 car show. People really thought it was a cool car, and it is. And he won a trophy before anybody else. So anyway, that's just a little background on the Bel Air and why it's really cool to work on it. But yeah, we're gonna drink a couple more of these and shut it down and go get something to eat. So thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time. Until next time, you know the deal. Y'all be good.